Well, I've had a guy ask me a couple times. I had somebody found me on my Facebook. I don't know how, but um, they was kind of asking about the details on this Gen 5, what parts I used, and who I ordered them from. I'm gonna sit there and uh, just do a little still video. That way you can write down part numbers and stuff like that. This engine was out of a 2015 Chevy with a 5.3 Gen 5. So when I put it in that 73 Jeep, I sat there, it was kind of a challenge to look for everything. I'm just going to sit there and do a hold still video of my parts list. This is the meat and potatoes of it. The rest of it I had to, do myself. I think if I remember right, I had to move the engine and the transmission. I think it was about a half inch further forward, and I didn't have to change the drive lines. I just had to move it seemed like a quarter of an inch, half inch, just something to kind of free it up from the firewall. So I'm going to go ahead and do a hold still video of the parts list. Some I got from Advanced Adapters. PSI, I'm going to just give you the order number for the 2015 Gen 5, but I would recommend, talking to him about the specifics. PSI was very helpful. Advanced Adapters was very helpful. These guys are very smart. If you're going to use a different generation or a different year motor, I would definitely talk to them. That way they make sure they get you all the right stuff. So here's the hold still on everything that I did for the Generation 5 2015 swap, or at least the meat potatoes of it. We'll leave that there at least for a few moments, because I know if you pause it, and then it wants to put that stuff in your way. And you can always sit there and rewind it back. That way it doesn't go by too fast. But there was my order number from PSI. So if you do use a 2015 5.3 liter, it should be pretty similar. Advanced Adapters was out of that bell housing, so I don't know. That's not going to be their actual part number, but he gave me the Lakewood number to get that through. The headers we ordered, finally, by the time I got something that would fit, those were ordered from Summit. Those were the Gen 5 block hugger header part number. That's BHS 516. Sometimes I write my S's like fives, so I just thought I'd throw that part number out. But the PSI conversions, like I say, those guys was great. Advanced Adapters was great. I put a VHX 55J Dakota Digital dash in it, and I had to use a BIM 101-2 module, and I think it's a P something 2800 module to run the fans. You will have to run that in sync with to run the fans on the engine so it can read the temperatures off the engine. And you can Bluetooth to that machine, and you can set the parameters that PSI recommends. But if I sit there and go back through there, I'll take another look, make sure that I give you the right module number. But you are going to have to use a module to operate the fans. It will not operate off of those wires. The PSI guy sat there, we kind of narrowed that down. So there's just a module you got to buy. If you want to be able to read all your RPMs and temperature and all that good stuff, you will have to get, a Dakota Digital dash. I couldn't find a way to make any of the original stuff work, so talked the guy into running the Dakota Digital Dash. And that anybody that has done those before, they're not terrible to do. I probably should have done a video on how I did that, but if you got somebody that's really good with wiring, they should be able to breeze right through it. One of the things, like I showed in the video, I did do is I did convert all those stupid inline fuses that Jeep had hidden in behind there. There was like a total of 5 hidden fuse links in there that I brought to a little fuse box that I'd made there, or built a bracket for, hid it behind the dash, did a little L-shaped bracket, and made it to where it was easy to sit there and locate all that stuff in one central area. But that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of it. And everything else is going to have to be modified on you. If I did it again, I kind of like the older generation motor. This one runs great, real good. But, you know, CJ5, CJ7, and I think Scrambler was the longer version. But this is the meat and potatoes of it. So, y'all have a good day. Just wanted to get that information out there to anybody. That way I can save you guys some research on there. The phone numbers I put up there, I'm not so much trying to advertise for them, but just make everything easier to find. Like I said, tech support's great. Both companies, Dakota Digital Dash, they're great. There's another company out there that does that stuff. They're out of Texas too. I've had a little bit of experience with them. One guy bought a kit and I had to install it, and I had to go back and forth a little bit with them. But one thing it does definitely say is to not use the solid core wires with that Dakota Digital stuff. But if you, for some reason, do like on an older V8, they make something called little ferrite beads. Like if you use a distributed engine, you can use the little ferrite beads, and that cancels out what we call noise in the electronic world. They do make ferrite beads you can put over the tops of those spark plug wires to keep it from screwing with those. But other than that, you know, that should help you guys get a good feel for everything. You know, at least if I could at least get this information out, you know, kind of make it easier for you guys. So if you're going to do this on your CJ5, good luck and have fun with it. You're in for a project, because it definitely was for me. Have a great day.